This next article from Fake New York Post. Breona Taylor race riots lead to 71 arrests. The riots in Kentucky over the justified police shooting of the narcotics trafficker who had a warrant out for arrest, who shot at the cops because they thought they were going to have they had a home invasion robbery because the cops they didn't do a no-knock raid. They had a warrant out for Breonna's arrest. They knew they had the suspect in custody, so they knocked. Then they beat the door down. They said, police search warrant. And the narcotics traffickers got out the gun and they shot a warning shot because they thought it was a home invasion robbery by people pretending to be cops. They won't tell you that shit. This is fake New York Posts. You would not subscribe to fake New York Post if they told you the truth. These people are just like these incredibly toxic self-help gurus that have so many people engaged in toxic positivity and suckering them into buying every one of their next books and going to all their conferences. If they ever actually fixed your problem and ever actually told you the truth, you wouldn't buy their next book or go to their conference. They can't fix your problem because then they would run out of customers. But if you are actually in need of productivity help, I am actually an expert in this regards. I do have a book, the A Startup Cookbook, and I have a very magical development process called issue-driven development. It's a GitHub innovation. I am actually one of the main innovators of issue-driven development. I pushed the issue-driven development bar forward quite a bit. We have a very hyper-sophisticated technique of doing it called IMU language. It allows you to very quickly create problem solution analysis, and then it eliminates decision fatigue. Also, reduces artifacts from the change process. It's using a lot of really advanced software and engineering processes, software engineering and regular engineering processes. And I don't charge for it. So the book is not complete. It's open source. And if you do want to know more about it, I love to teach people about issue-driven development. You don't have to go to a toxic self-help guru. You can come to me. I give everything away for free. I would rather make money off of the network as a whole than the individuals on the network because there's a lot more money in it and it's a lot cooler. So what about these race riots? And so this was blah, 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 blah. And they put fluff because if they told you that all you had to do was read the headline and that was the only news story, then you wouldn't click. In order to get you to read it, they have to put in a bunch of fluff. There was 300 protesters. They said they were here to fight for justice for Breona Taylor, who is in the court systems getting justice. They don't want actual justice. Actual justice requires you setting 20 guilty people free to prevent one innocent person from rotting in jail. The beyond a reasonable doubt thing, where if there's one juror that doesn't agree with it, then that's a reasonable doubt. That's where they got the name from. They want mob justice. That's what they want. They know if they go to court, chances are the cops are going to get dismissed because it's better that 20 guilty people go free than one innocent person suffers in jail. And most cops don't want to be a cop, except for to protect people and their colleagues in the force. That is so admirable, man. Like, I got your back. If that's the way that you are, like, we have your back. You are the good people. Like, we really appreciate that you're doing that. Thank you so much. The people that you have to deal with are so fucking horrible, man. Thank you. Big ups, dude. It's hard to do the right thing when it's unpopular. It is. What I'm doing right now is incredibly unpopular. I get Rotten Tomatoes thrown at me. I don't give a fuck, huh? No advertising's bad advertising, buddy. So where's the fluff start? So this wasn't fluff. There's the protesters headed to police training headquarters. We're going to see fluff, though. We're going to find it. Demonstrators are charged, all 71. People were arrested. Some of the demonstrators traveled. Taylor's mother, meanwhile, doesn't understand what's taking investigators so long to charge the officers involved in her daughter's death. She doesn't understand. Look, I know most of these people have pea-sized brains. If you ever shoot at me through a door, I'm going to unload multiple clips in your ass. Period. End of story. You'd do the same thing. If you had a gun, somebody shot through the door at you, you would unload your clip into them. Because you have a right to do that. It's called self-defense, dude. Don't like that? Don't shoot at people through doors. I mean, I know this sounds incredibly simple. This woman was so beautiful, Breona Taylor. Breona Taylor was gorgeous. She was. She was a babe. That sucks that this happened to Breona Taylor. Babe-a-rooney. Very pretty. Very pretty woman. It sucks that happened. You know, there's a lot of shitty things that have happened in the world. This is one of the lesser shitty things that's happened. Still pretty shitty, but the world misses Breonna Taylor. She sounded like one cool woman. It's a shame. But the only way to stop this is by legalizing drugs, because they shouldn't have been selling drugs. They should have gotten it from a pharmacy. I live in Oregon where pot's legal. We don't have pot crime anymore because it's not worth money. That's why I'm making the Real Simple News Network app, because once you make an app like this, then you can bottom out the price on news because you made it free. Once you've made the news free, you don't need these scum-sucking ivory tower liberal journalists at fake New York Post, fake Washington Post, fake Newsweek, New York fake news all the times. And then you have the Guardian of fake news, too. And then you have